cut the first wedge, as you see, easily, using the knife blade baton method. Holding the knife handle firmly in one hand, and your wooden hammer in the other to tap on the other side. There you go from a lower perspective. Tap down like that, and get up the wedge. See? As you see, by loosening that little wedge, it allows it to sit flat, flush. Whoops, that was me, I dropped it. It's not firmly secure yet, obviously. That's because this may be flush and level. However, the other side is not. See that gap right there? Not good. See, that's why it wobbles. Oh bueno. Okay, so once again, holding the knife firmly in one hand, and your wooden hammer in the other, or what's left of it. Need to make another one. Alright, so if you can see that, that's the more preferable wedge for that. And keep your fire away. Careful waving that knife around. The smell of fresh cut pine. Alright, so if you see this cut is at more of an angle now. Let's see if it matches. A little better than before at least. Better. Gotta be better. Alright, well, it's good right there. Over here, still not good yet. So that's how you do it, just fine tune it till it's right. Now if you notice on this post, I decided to leave a little notch on the edge to help hold it in place. See how that effectively fits together? You know, keep it from sliding off to one side. So when you want to lean this direction, you got that stability. See? Even without it being firmly secure, it holds it pretty good. I mean, it's a little wiggle, but that's the dirt. You want it to have a little bit of room to wiggle. Wiggle room. Anyway, you know what I mean. Today I'm just cutting the pieces and making sure they fit well. I'm going to come back with some pine resin and make sure that's glued, and then tie it down and wrap it up from there. One step at a time. Okay, now if you see right here, this is what is called a knot. It's where a branch was formerly attached to this beam, and that's what was causing it to roll around. So I'm going to remove that. That's what you do. That's all I'm going to do. Alright, there it is. There it was. Now this fresh cut pine wood will produce a sticky sap. Well, that's still too big of a gap. Wait, I made it worse. Whoops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to saw this down to match that instead of taking away from this. That and this and okay. This one. Then, disclaimer, of course, it's dangerous. Once you reach a certain part, you want to carefully angle it up and back the opposite way you just did to get that angle back. You need to hold it firm, keep an eye on your other extremities, make sure they're in the direction of the blade. Don't want to have your face in front of it, obviously. Of course, if you're ambidextrous, you can always switch hands, but be careful, of course. If you do so, I don't advise it. If you can't do it, be careful. Stay safe and God bless you. Whew, man. Alright, so I got that far through it already. That close. I mean, seriously, that is really close. I just really hope I have the angles right. Does that look like that's the right angle to you? Should be, right? I just made an uneven coaster. Wobble, wobble. Actually, if you need to stabilize, like balance an uneven leg to a chair or something, okay, perhaps that'll come in handy later. Looks like a nice wooden chip. It is. Pine flavored. High in fiber. That smells good. Well, let's see how it turned out, huh? Oh man. That's what happens when you sit down. Alright, now let's see how it lines up. Way better, see? Yeah. Now I can anchor that down. Took some effort, but there you go. It's a nice solid handrail though. Alright, time to cut a couple more notches to make sure it rests nice and secure right along here. So just mark off the wood and measure it right there. Right down. And then on the other side, of course, same thing. Can you see those marks? Hopefully I can see it. How about now? Nope, not yet. Alright then. Sawing underhand is always dangerous, so make sure you hold your wood secure and keep your fingers out of reach of the saw blades. Oops. You can see that the depth is even on both sides though, right? Can you see that? I'm going to parallel that over here. Okay, right here. Once again, holding securely to the wood that you were cutting. Yeah, it looks pretty even. See? Okay, now, once again, going back to the handy knife and hammer method, wooden hammer that is, not metal hammer. And carefully, you see my tools? Camouflage, camouflage, camouflage. Carefully move on the other side of the blade. And lay the board notch up, notch side up, that is. Okay, there's the notches, face up. And the sandbags keep it firm and secure. Okay, so we got the parallel notches that I use the saw for. And we use the knife to cut straight along there. And because it's a round piece of wood, that's dangerous. So you can either go like that and risk sliding your hand across the blade, which is dangerous. You don't want to cut your palm like that. There's veins and stuff. However, if you have a firm, secure grip on the handle, you can tap the top of the handle, not your hand and not the blade, of course, carefully, and tap that forward just enough to hold it in place for you. So then carefully keep your hand on the flat side of the blade. The flat side is not going to hurt you. This is the sharp side, obviously. Hold on to the wood, keep that secure, and you tap away from yourself. It won't take long for it to pierce the other side, as you will see. See, there it is. It pierced the other side. And now you just carefully peel it back, and there you go, you got your wedge. Once again, a lot of these techniques I'm demonstrating are dangerous, so do not try that at home. Get out in the woods and do it. Carefully, that is. Anyways, that's one wedge so far. Just clean it up a little bit with the knife, you know, make sure you've got a good notch. Move on over here to the other side. Oops. This notch is cut out, you see? There's these notches, once again, parallel. So use your knife, you can see, same method, tap it into the end right there, holding. You want to make sure the wood is not going to roll around on you though. Grabbing firmly onto the handle, tapping it downward until it's stuck in the wood. Once again, hammering it down the rest of the way until it pierces all the way through. You see that? Hey, there you go. Drop it up. Remember, holding it secure with your hand. Flat side of the blade. Safe side of the blade, you could say. Hammer it the rest of the way down. You should see. There you go. Pierces it, and then you just peel it back. Yeah! I like to save these because they might come in handy later. Just kind of use your knife to clean it up some. Fresh cut pine. Let's see how effective our cuts were, shall we? You saw it here first. Check it out. First try. I kid you not. Look at this. Look at how flat that is. That's flesh. Nice. Look at this one. Boom. A little bit of wiggle room, but you know what? I'm going to come back with some of that pine and that pine pitch that is. Glue it together. And I'll drive a couple nails through it just to make sure. For a starting wedge, I'm happy with that. Yes, it wiggles a little bit, but that's fine. Good enough for now. Okay, so if you see on this side where these rocks are, I've left room to install the mini fridge. By mini fridge, I mean an igloo cooler. You gotta keep your food fresh. Maybe a Coleman cooler or a Yeti. Anyways, a good sized cooler to keep your food and water fresh. And of course, that's what this ledge platform right here is also. I'm going to incorporate a sink area with the water. It's going to catch the rainwater, gather it, and then filter it down with a little faucet. Anyways, vision. All this is God willing, of course. And of course, if you notice over here, I left an opening between the top of the sandbags and where this framework is. That's a nice little window space for an AC unit. Yeah, right. Maybe. If we install electricity eventually, solar panels and all that good stuff. Windmill, water, anyways. Just talk too much, you talk. Alright, with that being said, I either said enough or said too much. I'm going to keep working off camera, and I suggest you do too. Got to side out of those airplanes, of course. Keep making improvements to your shelter.